Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Whatever time of day it is for you. It's been raining so much here that I just had a number of excuses not to get out, but I really miss walking, and here goes. I'm going to retrace some steps from one of the last videos and continue on from there south. It's going to take me to a main road. It's going to be a long way, but it'll make up for my laziness here lately. So let me reverse this and let's get at it here. As I say, rain, rain, rain. I was going to get out the other morning and just start pouring. And then you get busy with stuff, and then the next decision is forget it. I'm just going to hang around. Morning there. How are you? As you can see. Morning. So it's a little bit messy here, but don't be mistaken. I really enjoy the rain because it's somewhat cooler. If you're on a motorbike, I'm sure that's a hassle. I'm glad I don't have one. With all the accidents I see on motorbikes, I wouldn't want one anyhow. I don't know of one foreigner that hasn't gone down yet. Some have been killed. So I guess you just have to decide for yourself if it's worth using 2, 3, or 4 wheels. You have to be comfortable with everything, including the cost. But I've been asked about insects. Good morning. And yeah, there they are. They're here. If you get into an older place, you might have a problem with roaches, like a big problem. But they get in anyhow, even this new house. So there is a poison. It's non-toxic. Dogs, animals don't get sick from it. That's available online, and the thumbnail is going to have a little pic of that along with a larger item, which is an electrocution device for mosquitoes, etc. Morning. Morning. I guess this is the way I went. But that stuff I bought online in Lazada. It's really reasonably priced, and it does a number on right now. I dropped some. There's some ants coming in, and they find their way in through the outlets. Little tiny ants. Drop some of that stuff down. Come back 10 minutes later and they're all dead. So it's a powder, a fine powder, and you just sprinkle a little bit of it. I bought 3, thinking that it wouldn't last long, but it doesn't take much. In fact, you hardly see any that has, it looks the same amount as when you dropped it, even after the ants die. So that's how fine the particles are. It's like almost seems like a flower. That's how thin it is, or fine it is, I should say. But it works. I've tried other things. And they might work for a little bit and then you have to replace them often. But this stuff works on roaches and ants, anything crawling. So that's what I've resorted to. But mosquitoes or flying bugs or whatever, that's another story. Now, some people aren't bothered by any of it. Hey, dog. But some of us, I mean, we're like a magnet.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine.
I remember a wedding in Canada, one of my relatives. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we went out to the park for the pictures. And in the whole process of things, it was only my daughter and I that just, I mean, the mosquitoes are just, I'm not sure which way to go here, but looks like a path that way. I'll take it. I'll try it, see what happens here. Kind of getting a little close to a house. Hopefully it goes through. Yeah, it does. And they just attacked us. And nobody else was being bothered. So I don't know if it's the blood type, the cholesterol level, or sugar level. I have no idea. But they've been a real nuisance. So you may or may not be bothered by them. Now, what I have done is I bought several of the zappers, mosquito or bug zappers, online. That particular brand that you see in the thumbnail is available at Ace here, Ace Hardware, for about the same price. I mean, within pennies of buying online. So I would suggest going that route. Go to Ace, and then you don't have to deal with possible damage, etc. That particular unit uses bulbs that are titanium oxide coated, and apparently that's an added attraction besides the blue light. So I started with one, a single bulb, a tall one. Well, that wasn't enough. It's just, even though it tells you you're good for a specific number of square meters, you need more. So I bought two online, of which you see there in the thumbnail. I bought another one since, and I bought one made in the Philippines. It's called Hanabishi. That's a brand name. Sounds Japanese, but it's actually, it could be a Japanese businessman who started the business. I don't know, but the name is definitely Japanese. But that is a good, I should say there's a choice of 3 sizes, and I wasn't aware of that when I bought the one I did. So that Hanabishi is somewhat smaller in size than the other brand showing. But it works. I don't know if the bulbs are coated with titanium dioxide or not. It works, but the ones with the titanium oxide, I think it is, They do seem to attract the mosquitoes more. Now, every time I'd have a shower, it's a couple times a day at least, I would spray down the sides of the shower, then quickly the floor, and there used to be like 5 or 6 mosquitoes get up on the walls, and I'd smack them. You know, I'd kill them at that point. But I thought that was just kind of a pain. So I actually put one of these zappers inside the bathroom. Of course, you have to be careful. Make sure it's away from the spray or anything, or you could get, might be able to get a shock. The bulbs are only 10 watt, but so you got 20 watt there. At any rate, I seldom ever see a mosquito in there now. I got one yesterday morning, but I check every day because they can be a real nuisance. This is interesting. Walled all the way around. Interesting. Just off the beaten path a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm getting into here. I might have to come back. We'll see. But it does the same brand does an excellent job in any area of the house. And I hear zaps continuously. Now, it's not just mosquitoes. I think there's another little fly, unless it's baby mosquitoes. And you can't hardly see them or hear them, or they're hard to kill. And they'll get me. And I actually got infected the last time. I had like 3 or 4 bites close to my knee, and they all turned. Okay, this is dead end. So I have to make my way around here. So I've got a total of 5 in the house on all the time. And those little buggers aren't always attracted to that light. I don't, so sometimes I have to shift chairs. Mosquitoes here don't so much stay up on the walls or ceiling like they do in Canada or northern states. They go down low. So these things I've determined from experimentation that they're best on the floor. And that's where the mosquitoes are. When they're not flying around biting your butt, they're down low. So it's a consideration. And I don't know how else to counter the mosquitoes. Again, some people don't complain at all. When you do get bit, I found the quickest relief is to rub it immediately with alcohol, and then like three to 4 applications, one after another. And for me, they're pretty much gone, except the ones that get infected. I end up, and you can tell infection is it gets red around the bite area. I squeeze out what I can. I keep applying alcohol, and they heal. So, but as I say, from the time I got these zappers spread out through the house, I don't get much by way of bites except from those little guys. And I'm not sure if they're a kind of a fruit fly. I don't have plants in the house. And I don't have fruit lying around. I wash it and either cut it up or put it in the fridge right away. So I'm not sure where they come from. Again, they might be baby mosquitoes. Of course, the shower is the last place it stays wetter, so even though I keep the windows closed, with the exception of the bathrooms, I leave the window open. Of course, there's screens on them, on both bathrooms. So, little ones might get through the screen. That's a possibility, and then grow up and then you're contending with the big ones. But ants can bite you good. So it's not a matter of spreading a lot of this powder stuff that shows on the thumbnail to the right corner. But the area where they're moving, just drop a little bit right there. And no kidding, a couple hours and you don't see ants. And maybe even faster. The doors, even in the new houses here, they fit very poorly to the jambs. I mean very poorly. My back entrance door, it's actually on the side beyond the kitchen. You can see daylight around the whole door from the inside, and I've got it as tight as possible. And I just bought something to seal that off from the outside because I avoid going through there. It's kind of inconvenient. But anything can work its way through there, even little cockroaches. I've seen one big one, and of course I dropped that stuff down there. Haven't seen any, big or small, since. Not in the cabinets, not out. So. I wonder. I'm going to go down here. Maybe this links the other road I was on briefly, I don't know. We'll find out. Again, I don't carry anything of value. I don't even have money on me, so the phone really and my mics and this thing here, about the only thing. But here this is off the street kind of living here, guys. Hi there. Does this road continue or no? Yep. It continues? Thank you. Hi. Hi, sir. This goes through? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Good morning. Excuse me. Well, I don't know, this is built for 5-foot people, 5'5" maybe. Gotta watch walking down sidewalks, even on major roads. Good morning. Does this go through or no? Does this go through? Does this go through? No? Oh, that way? Okay, thank you.
Go straight and then you go left.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Getting a little private here. Good morning. I think I'll try to worm my way back. I just thought I'd give you guys an idea of what's off the main road. Oh, is there a road around here? A walkway?
You just, where are you going?
Oh, I'm just walking, just
okay.
for.
There's no road here.
Oh, nothing that way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to go back. I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay. Well, yes. Hi there. Where does this go? To a mainer street?
Yeah, to the main street.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That way?
Where are you going?
Anywhere, just walking.
Okay. you go straight and then you go right. That's the highway.
To make a right. Okay. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. They're courteous and friendly. I mean, I really don't have business back here. I really don't. But I'm not usually afraid when I'm carrying something. So, although some of those dogs, if they were off their chain and you got close to their property, I assume they'd be an issue. Just have to assume that. So there's a main road here. I don't know what it is. We'll find out. But it'll give you an idea as to the Philippines now. There's an empty lot. You notice all the people use it as a trash dump. So okay, I'm back at my main road. So down that way, another half a mile, maybe not quite, is Hypermart. I'm going back this way. Morning. Hi there, excuse me. Yeah, I was talking about walking these main roads. They have their little sales booths along here, and you have to be very careful because the roof line can project down into the sidewalk, and it's at neck or eye level for me. So just watch what you're walking into. Well, I'm going west, I should say. There's the mountains just this side of Valencia. I thought that road would take us a little further. There's probably a path that instead of turning, I could have maybe gone straight. I don't recollect seeing one though. So we'll just have to be content. This is the legacy. We got lots of stuff here. Filters. Well, I see a road there I haven't been on before. I'm going to get over on this side. I get really tired of going the same way all the time. I don't know if he'll let me through. There's a gate here. Hello? Looks private. No vendors and solicitations. Okay. I'm not either, so. Some more decent homes back in here. Look at that. That's pretty expensive. It's nice. Nice. Yeah, this is of a more private nature, this side of the road. Not without its roosters. I have a cat that jumps down from a tree on the roof of my rental. And something chases it, or it's chasing something else, and sometimes there's another cat up there and they make quite a noise. I'd like to cut that tree down, their access point, but I don't, there's a lot. Not real big. Of course, you buy everything here. And there's another one here. Who knows as to the cost, though. When you get into a city close to conveniences, the prices can significantly go up. So, best place to look for a lot is away from Dumaguete. And at that, they start at 1,000 pesos per square meter. So usually it's 1.2 or 1.3 from what I've seen. And that's just a bare lot. So then you want to build on that. If you're going to use a builder, you're going to pay not only the material costs, but of course the builder's fees, which are about the cost of all the material and possibly a little more. So that's what you're looking at if you hire a builder. In my case, I wouldn't do that. But even at that, it's going to take a chunk. Let's say that you can get a lot for, 500 square meters isn't a lot. But let's work either. So you've got, let's say it's a nice lot with a view. You're going to look at 1.3 per square meter. Plus the cost of the place, the materials, and if you know what you're doing, you can get a couple of helpers, which I had, and you need to plan on, depending on the house again. Mine was just a bungalow that I built there in Mindanao. It was about 1,500 square feet. I forget. Anyway, 12 to 1,500, not that big. And you're going to, I'm going to say Depending how you build it, I used all metal, studding, metal everywhere. The thickest I could get, especially on the roof, 0.5. At least you can walk on it without it crumpling. Anything small, anything less than that on the roof, you can't get up on the roof because unless you only step on the support system under there, and it's every 2 feet usually. But you're going to spend comfortably 25 to 30,000. So again, depending on the extent of your building, etc., etc., that can really be different. Morning. This place right here happens to be one of the cheapest in town. And there's another one in the opposite direction, on the opposite side of the road, that's close to the same price. At any rate, so much for building. I don't at this point anticipate doing so. You need to be sure that you have a substantial cushion for emergencies, for, let's say, medical. I don't have health insurance. At my age of 73, it's just excessive. It's crazy. And they don't cover everything. And you get a copay also, 20% or better. So to me, that's not the way to go. So you can live wisely. If there's anything left of your Social Security, then you can save it. That's what I'm doing. I don't have a 401k or anything else, unfortunately. So the cushion I have is more than adequate. If I need more than that, then I just as soon elect eternity. So I'm ready for it anyhow. So that's a comfort, and nothing to cause worry. But yeah, you do need to do something. Now, to get into a hospital, it's starting to rain now, a little bit. Don't see it on the water yet. To get into a hospital, Phil Health will help you do that without hassle. But if there's a specific, or I shouldn't even say specific, any procedure necessary, they're going to want prepayment. A credit card works, but God knows what kind of exchange they're going to give you. My credit card from a credit union in the States gives me a very, very good exchange rate. So it's not up to the, however, I don't know about surcharges from the hospital or entity where you're trying to use your credit card. So I think the best thing is cash. Speaking of cash, the net on exchange has gone down. It climbed up as far as 58.9-ish in that area. And I didn't have money to change at that point, or I would have jumped on it. So when I finally got the little money that I had sent over, it was about 10 days ago, and I netted 58.23. So, good morning.
Good morning.
So that's still pretty good. 58.23, and it's been going down. Now these forecasters, they're just not accurate whatsoever. It was supposed to be around 60, 61 right now. 3 weeks ago, that's what they anticipated, but they just change your rates, around the actual exchange rate, and I don't think they really have a good idea. I mean, I was depending on that. I was going to wait for 60, but or at least 59 something. Nope, it didn't happen. So there you need some cash too to change out. So if you're anticipating coming here, living here on $2,000 a month, it's easily done with a single. I do it all the time without sparing on quality food. Of course, my diet's totally different than yours would be. And I drive a vehicle, so there's gas and all that, which I wouldn't do without. But and if you have no cushion, I don't think it's wise. Certainly there are those who came here with less than $1,000 in their pocket, but they have some sort of ability to make a living here, as in YouTube or something similar. And by the way, YouTube is a hard grind. But I've been doing this for like 8 or 9 months. I need another 8 or 9 months to even qualify for any kind of pay. So, and your content would depend on your watch hours and everything. So, it's not easy. You don't come over here anticipating you're going to make it on YouTube, because there are hundreds of millions of YouTubers internationally, and there's I don't know how many thousands right here, so in this area. So you definitely need something else to fall back on besides your Social Security. What if it gets to the point where the dollar is not worth much, and there goes your net exchange is going to bottom out? You might be in a pickle. And God knows the future, but I wouldn't gamble on anything improving. I mean, I think we've been blessed with this higher exchange net, frankly, and thankfully I was able to take advantage of it. Well, I'm back in my area, so I don't know, I guess it's been a couple of miles since I left, maybe more. I don't keep track. I know when I'm getting close to having enough. But, well, I don't have anything else in mind to share with you at this point. So I am going to shut it down. And it is sprinkling still a little, but it's not bad. Nothing the shower can't handle. So I wish you a good rest of your day. If you have any questions, please throw them at me. I'd be happy to give you my opinion. It's not everything. Everybody's experience is different here. That's why it's very good to watch a variety of vloggers, because someone else may be high spender. I mean, we're so different as it relates to money dispersion. So until next time, take care. Bye now.